Some of you have noticed that I have not been making as many videos lately as I usually make, and I'm so grateful for those of you who've reached out. I have shared a few times on social media the need for prayers. Well, I have some answers to why I have been feeling so horrible lately, and I'm going to share them with you today. My name is Denise. I'm also known as Hey Wig Sister on Instagram and Facebook. Normally, my content is about wigs, sometimes some hair loss content. I've been suffering from hair loss for over 25 years, and I've been wearing wigs for almost 6 years, and ever since I discovered a solution to my hair loss that actually works, I have been talking about it all over the place. And for some reason, it's resonated with many, and I've been so grateful to have such a wonderful community here. Unfortunately, for the past couple months maybe, I have not been feeling well, and I just haven't had it in me to make very many videos, and I've just fallen so far behind on some of my obligations. It's been really challenging. And if you've been around for a while, I have shared that I suffer from Hashimoto's disease. I was diagnosed with juvenile rheumatoid arthritis when I was 2 years old, and I've struggled with flare-ups all through my life. It's a really interesting autoimmune disease, very different from adult rheumatoid arthritis. I have just so many challenges with my health. In the past year, I've lost almost 90 pounds, which was a miracle. I have a video where I talk about how keto helped me lose the weight and the resources that I used. I can link that below. Just a little background in case you're finding me and you're not familiar, or maybe you're new here and you haven't seen those videos of mine. And I'm so grateful to have so many wonderful companies that I work with to bring you guys resources, and I do reviews for name brand wigs often, and I just love them. And there's other companies that I partner with on occasion because we just need all the resources we can get when we suffer from hair loss, and we're so very different, each one of us, what we're looking for, what we prefer, our financial means. There's so many variables that I really try to show everything that I can that's a viable and, good enough wig that somebody could wear. But to get in front of the camera regularly, put makeup on, to have the energy to do these videos is something that I kind of was starting to take for granted until my health took a deep dive, and it's been really challenging. And now I have an answer to what's going on with me, so I thought I would share with you because you may be struggling with something similar. And whether you like it or not, it's really difficult these days to be taken seriously by the medical community, and sometimes to even be able to get in. And so it can be hard, and we end up suffering alone a lot of the time. About 3 years ago or so, I didn't actually look back to say exactly 2.5, 3 years ago, I shared with you a company that I had discovered to help me manage my Hashimoto's disease when we moved. So we moved. This is our third summer here, and we left our doctors and everyone, and I had been seeing the same endocrinologist for about 20 years or so, maybe even almost 24 years. And I just didn't have it in me to look for another doctor. When we moved, my health was absolutely horrible. My thyroid was out of control at that time, on the hypo side, so low, and I just didn't have the energy. So I took to searching for a telemedicine company that could help me. This is going to tie into what's going on with me. One of the things that COVID brought to us that I think is a positive is telemedicine. It was around here and there prior, but it really exploded during COVID when everything was shut down. And now we have so many more options to work with specialists who can help us when we feel as though we're not getting helped by others. So I went on the hunt for a company that could help me manage my Hashimoto's. I had actually been stable for 15 years more. Actually, I think I'd been stable since my youngest son was born. He's going to be 18 in 2 weeks. And so I didn't really think it was that big of a deal for me to find an actual endocrinologist locally because I had been so stable. Well, it turns out I wasn't stable and I didn't know it. And Paloma Health helped me so much to get back on track. So I've been fine ever since we got my numbers normal. They increased my dose of Synthroid and it was all good until recently. And I really didn't connect the symptoms I was having to my thyroid. So here are the symptoms I've been experiencing in case you find yourself experiencing the same symptoms and maybe don't know that it could be thyroid related. The first symptom I started to experience was heart palpitations. There were times every now and then when it just felt like my heart was beating out of my chest. If I put my hand on my chest, I could feel it. And it made me breathless and was very, very uncomfortable, to the point where I would just have to lay down and wait for it to pass. And at first I thought it maybe was I was drinking too much caffeine. I do an awful lot. I have a part-time job, and at the time I was actually working full-time on a project for my job and doing all of these wig reviews and doing free phone and video consults with my wig sisters who were struggling and making commitments to companies to try their products. There was just a lot going on, and I thought I was over-caffeinating myself. So I kind of weaned down on the caffeine, and it wasn't happening all the time. So I really didn't make the connection to my health. I assumed it was something external. And then I started to notice incredible anxiety creeping back into my life. Debilitating anxiety, just feelings of doom and just worry. And it just was this, it would make me sick to my stomach, and I couldn't concentrate or focus on anything because I was so anxious. And it was so kind of non-specific, but I blamed it on the fact that my husband's job is in peril right now. The company he works for is struggling. He works for a huge automotive company, and they're not doing well. Just the automotive in general is struggling, and they have been having a lot of layoffs over the past year. And we're just kind of waiting for his team to be hit by the layoffs. We had heard not that long ago that another round of layoffs was coming, and this time we thought for sure it was going to happen to him, and that was causing me a lot of anxiety. I mean, he's the breadwinner of the family. He has worked in this industry forever, and he just hasn't been finding other jobs as he's been looking. So I blamed my anxiety on that. The third symptom I've been having that has made it really hard to film videos is I've been sweaty, hot and sweaty all the time. Now, different from hot flashes. I have been struggling with hot flashes because I am in menopause now. I am officially in menopause, but for the past few years, I have been struggling with hot flashes. And I found a telemedicine company actually to help me with that. I'll talk about that in another video, but the hot flashes really had gotten better. And so suddenly I was just hot all the time, just all the time. It wasn't like it came and went, it was all the time. And it came time for me to have my PALOMA appointment because my prescription was running out and I needed to have my annual appointment with them. And one of the beauties of working with a company like PALOMA Health, you don't have to go to a doctor. They send you, you can, if you want to go to a lab, you can certainly do that, but they send you this test kit where you prick your finger. I've got videos talking about this. It's so convenient, and then I can make my appointment online. And so I still hadn't put together that these symptoms were so reminiscent to Graves' disease, which is what I was diagnosed with in 2000. My oldest was just a baby, and I was feeling horrible. And looking back, it's real similar to what I've been going through. Anxiety, heart palpitations, hot and sweaty for no reason, constantly. And it's the same. These symptoms are hyperthyroid symptoms. They're classic hyperthyroid symptoms. Certainly there are others as well, but these are so classic. I'm a little disappointed in myself I didn't make the connection, but it has been a very long time since I've experienced that. Got my blood results back. Hyperthyroid, my TSH was very, very low, which means I'm hyperthyroid. It's kind of the opposite of what you would expect. So I had my Zoom appointment with my PALOMA doctor, and sure enough, we had to adjust my Synthroid dose. Now, keep in mind, I have lost a lot of weight in the last year, but I kept my Synthroid dose stayed the same because I'm not a great patient. I just have to admit it. I'm so jaded about doctors. I've been blown off so much in my life. I've suffered a lot with a lot of various conditions over the years. And it's so difficult to find a doctor to listen to when you've got these random non-specific symptoms that could be a million different things. And I know many of you can relate to this because I've shared this before, and you've told me, your doctor tells you it's in your head. Your doctor tells you to get rid of your stress, and it's like, if we could do it ourselves, we totally would. And so I have taken the attitude that when I don't feel well, I'll just figure it out. I just don't really want to deal with the medical community. Maybe I should have reached out to my doctor at PALOMA and let her know about my weight loss, but I didn't. And so I'm paying the price for that right now. So we adjusted my dose, and it's been about 6 weeks since we did that, and I'm actually feeling worse. I am so anxious. I'm breathless even now. It's just like my heart beats fast. It's just really still a struggle. And so one of the things I love about seeing a doctor through PALOMA is I don't have to wait to get a response from them. I don't have to make an appointment to go see my doctor to have something adjusted. I messaged both my doctor and my care manager through PALOMA. I just sent them emails and I explained what was going on. And I have a lot of experience with thyroid. It's been a long, long time. I'm very confident that this is what's going on with me. I don't feel the need to go and have other tests at this point. When we lowered my dose 6 weeks ago, she just went down one step, knowing that we may have to go down further, but you have to start somewhere. And unfortunately with the thyroid, it can take a very long time for changes in medication to result in symptom changes. The thyroid responds very slowly to those dose changes. And at the time we had said, let's meet again in 2 months and see where you're at. But it had gotten so bad, I didn't think I was gonna make it to 2 months. So instead of making me take another blood test and look at my numbers, she just lowered my dose again. The risk is that I would become hypothyroid and then we would increase my dose again. And I'll be honest with you guys, hypothyroid symptoms are much better than hyperthyroid symptoms and easier to deal with. And I am going to be checked regularly until we get me stable, but I just needed to get rid of these symptoms. So I wanted to make this video, number one, to kind of explain, because I have gotten so many messages from you guys. And when I've shared on social media, so many of you have messaged me, emailed me, prayed for me. I've had a WIG sister. I had a phone call with a wonderful, my dear friend Deb from 𝘠𝘪𝘵 by Deb. I'm sweating right now. I've shared her jewelry so many times. First time ever we spoke on the phone and she prayed on the phone with me. I'm so grateful for the support that you guys have given me. You have no idea what it means to me. And I'm gonna get emotional probably because I don't feel well and because it's just so incredible to have friends like you. We don't have to know each other in real life to support each other, and you've just been there for me. But I wanted to make this video to explain, but I also wanted to make this video because if you're struggling, I understand. I really understand. And if you don't feel that you have been taken seriously by your doctor, it's possible it's thyroid related. You could purchase one of these. I have a $30 off coupon. I've been a customer of theirs before I started to share their products. They were so gracious to give me a coupon to share, but these are my doctors. I believe in them. This test is normally, I think it's normally $99. You can get it for, it's either $90 or $99. You can get it for $60 or $69. Don't quote me. I'm not 100%, but you can get $30 off. And you don't have to see one of their doctors. You can, but you can just check it. And if your numbers aren't in the normal range, you can take that to your doctor. I had a WIG sister recently reach out to me. She wasn't trusting her doctor. She didn't think the tests were right. So she took a test through PALOMA and it said her numbers were the same as her doctor had been saying. It gave her the confidence she needed to trust her doctor. I had another WIG sister do the same, but this time her numbers supported what she was thinking was going on, but her doctor wasn't listening to her. So it can really be used to confirm something, or maybe you need to change your doctor and start seeing a PALOMA doctor. They specialize in hypothyroidism, Hashimoto's, and other hypothyroid diseases. The benefit of that is you're going to see a doctor who knows this condition inside and out. This is what they specialize in. So they're going to listen to you more than a doctor who's adding you into the 500 diagnoses that they're managing. And they're also open to options for treating. My endocrinologist that I'd seen for 20 plus years would only prescribe Synthroid. As a matter of fact, toward the end, he really didn't even want to prescribe the generic version, and he wouldn't consider any other treatment options. That's not what you're going to find with Paloma Health. So if it's important to you to have options, if it's important to you to be a partner in your healthcare, you could check them out and see if maybe they're a good fit for you. They do take some insurance, not all insurance. Unfortunately, my insurance isn't, they don't take mine, but I'll be honest with you guys, we never hit our deductible. We have a very, very high deductible plan, and we have an HSA, health savings account. So I just pay for it out of my health savings account because I'm gonna have to pay for it anyway if I went to a doctor that took my insurance. Unless we had a catastrophic medical incident, we're never gonna hit our deductible. It's far too high. So it's worth it to me, but you just need to weigh the pros and cons for you. Okay, I think I need to stop talking and relax. I'm starting to get a little breathless, but at least now I know what's wrong with me. It's gonna take time to get it under control, but knowing helps a ton. So I'm not wondering what's going on. At least there's light at the end of the tunnel, and if you're struggling, that's what I hope for you. Let me know if you have questions. Share in the comments your own experience with health issues, and if you need prayer, ask for it. I'd be happy to pray for you, but we've got some prayer warriors here, and I know our WIG sisters will read the comments and see who they can pray for. You're not alone. You're never alone. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon.
Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.